in Bengaluru. It has struck the Silicon City once again as a GAIL gas pipe broke while the Bengaluru Water Supply and Sewage Board officials dug a road in the HSR 7 sector area in Karnataka's capital city. The break in gas pipes has led to the leakage of gas into homes, causing an explosion. 3 people now have been very seriously injured. These involve 2 women and a child. And the BWSSB has been accused of not taking adequate precautions, and that's said to be the reason behind that particular explosion, which you now see that has been accessed through CCTV cameras. An extremely distressing incident in HSR 7 sector area in Bengaluru, where officials dug a road and that caused a breakage in the gas pipes, eventually leading to a leakage of gas into homes in the surrounding area, and this caused an explosion, as a result of which 3 people have been grievously injured. Let me go across to Deepak. Deepak, unfortunately the city of Bengaluru has been in the headlines for the wrong reasons pertaining to civic apathy, and that recurring trend unfortunately repeats itself now.
Well, Siddharth, quite an unfortunate incident this coming to the fore. This is from, the Bamnali HSR 7th sector where this incident has taken place earlier today. There was an underground pipeline work that was being carried out by the BWSSB, is what we are learning at this point in time, during which, they've damaged the GAIL pipeline. There was a leakage there. The leakage eventually, went into a couple of houses and led to an explosion inside the house. You can see even some more videos that we've accessed shows the house completely damaged inside. A CCTV footage, of course, shows the explosion from the outside.
Deepak, very quickly, just stay on with us. Brinda Adige, activist, joins us. Ms. Adige, you're a resident of Bengaluru. Unfortunately, we are seeing another incident where the civic authorities have been accused of negligence.
The civic authorities do not take anything seriously. We harp and shout and scream, and you bring it out on your channel. We are hoping that all the time they will take calm further, because they do not have to be giving answers to anyone. So nobody will hold them accountable. Even if you make a complaint, there is nobody who is held accountable. Each one will pass the buck.
Will there be accountability? That's the pertinent question that you've asked, Ms. Adige. Let me go back once again to Deepak Bopanna from Bengaluru. Now, Deepak, what do we know about the fate of the 3 people who've been injured seriously? This involves 2 women and a child. Are they safe? Are they out of danger? Tell us about that too.
Well, at this point in time, we are awaiting, more details from the hospital. But we've spoken to one of the victims' kin, and they are indicating that 2 of them have suffered burn injuries. That's about 40 to 50% burn that they have suffered. 2 are women who are in the house at that point in time, and a child as well there, has suffered injuries because of the explosion and the shattering of the glass inside the house. There are glass shards that have, cut him open in the leg in multiple areas, is what we've learned. They've been shifted to the Victoria Hospital for treatment. But the question here arises, and the question of the residents there are asking, is whether necessary permissions were taken from GAIL before carrying out, digging in that particular stretch of the road. Because while, gas pipelines are laid, there is a protocol to be followed before you dig up the road. The residents also say the helpline number at that point in time, while they were trying to reach out, while there was a leakage, they got no response, and eventually it led to the explosion. They also say the individual who was carrying out the work there, once he realized that there was a leakage, covered it up with mud and fled from the spot because he knew that he had done some damage to the pipe and there was a gas that was leaking. It created panic in the area for quite some time. At this point in time, the gas leakage has been sealed off. The area, of course, has been cordoned off, but nothing to worry anymore is what the officials say. But of course, for the residents, it was quite a horrifying few minutes while this leakage was witnessed in that particular area in HSR layout.
Okay, you've also had an opportunity, Deepak, to speak to one of the victims in this unfortunate incident that took place in Bengaluru. Let's listen into that conversation too.